Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day you take control. Today is the day you transform your life. Too many people sit on the sidelines, watching opportunities slip by, blaming circumstances, and waiting for a miracle. But let me tell you something. Success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who take action. There are 10 rules that, if followed, will unlock your potential, shatter your doubts, and place you on the path to greatness. Let's dive in. Success begins with a single action. Just as the most powerful mind sees every opportunity, you must seize this moment. Hit that like button to affirm your commitment to growth. Subscribe to ensure that no opportunity for success ever slips past you. Click the bell icon to stay ahead. Because winners do not wait, they anticipate, and share this wisdom, for success multiplies when it is given freely. Take action now and watch as doors of opportunity swing wide open before you. When you decide to change your life, there must be no room for retreat, no escape routes, no second guessing, no lingering thoughts of what if. The greatest achievers in history did not allow themselves the luxury of a backup plan. They committed fully, without hesitation, without fear, and without looking over their shoulders. Imagine a general leading his army into battle. They cross a bridge to reach enemy territory, and upon arrival he orders the bridge to be burned. Now his men have no choice but to fight with everything they have. There is no retreat, no way to go back. Victory is their only option. This is the mindset of those who transform their lives. Too many people keep one foot in the past while trying to move forward. They keep ties to old habits, old excuses, and old patterns of thinking. They allow doubt to creep in, whispering, "If this doesn't work, I can always go back to what's safe." But safety is an illusion. It is the comfort zone that keeps people trapped in mediocrity, preventing them from ever achieving greatness. When you burn the bridges behind you, you send a powerful message to your mind. There is no turning back. Success is the only option. You eliminate distractions, remove excuses, and force yourself to channel every ounce of your energy toward achieving your goal. Thomas Edison did not give himself an escape when he was perfecting the light bulb. He worked tirelessly through thousands of failures. Henry Ford didn't allow himself to return to his previous life when people laughed at his vision of the automobile. They burned the bridges of doubt, of excuses, of failure, and they forged forward with unwavering determination. If you truly want to transform your life, you must do the same. Cut ties with the habits, thoughts, and people who pull you back into the past. Remove the crutches that keep you from standing strong on your own. Declare right now that you are fully committed, mind, body, and spirit, to the life you are creating. Once you do this, something incredible happens. Your mind sharpens, your creativity ignites, and you discover an inner strength you never knew existed. The universe responds to those who commit without hesitation, and it will open doors you never thought possible. So make your decision. Burn the bridges behind you and watch as the road ahead becomes clearer than ever before. Your future awaits. Step into it with courage. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It is the architect of your destiny, the master key to success, and the single greatest determining factor in the life you create. Every thought you entertain shapes your beliefs, your actions, and ultimately your reality. If you do not control your thoughts, they will control you. And if you allow negativity, doubt, and fear to dominate your mind, they will shape a life of limitation, struggle, and failure. Look around you. Everything you see, every invention, every achievement, every great empire began as a single thought in someone's mind. The Wright brothers saw a flight in their minds before they ever built a plane. Edison visualized the glow of electric light before he ever perfected the light bulb. Carnegie, Ford, Rockefeller, each of them harnessed the power of thought to create fortunes and legacies that still stand today. They understood a simple but profound truth. The mind is the birthplace of all achievement. But just as thought has the power to build, it also has the power to destroy. A person who constantly dwells on fear, failure, and limitation will attract exactly that into their life. Doubt is like a weed. If left unchecked, it will grow, spread, and strangle every opportunity before it can take root. This is why you must become the master of your mind, training it like a skilled craftsman shapes raw materials into something magnificent. Every day you are bombarded with influences, negative news, discouraging people, self-limiting beliefs picked up from childhood. If you are not vigilant, these influences will infiltrate your mind, planting seeds of mediocrity and hesitation. But you have a choice. You can guard your thoughts as fiercely as a king guards his treasure. You can decide right now that you will entertain only thoughts that empower you, that lift you, that push you toward your goals. You must cultivate the habit of deliberate, positive thinking. Begin each day by feeding your mind with thoughts of abundance, strength, and unwavering confidence. When challenges arise, do not allow your mind to slip into fear. Train yourself to see every obstacle as an opportunity. When doubt whispers in your ear, silence it with the voice of faith and determination. Great achievers have one thing in common. They do not allow external circumstances to dictate their internal reality. They control their thoughts, and in doing so, they control their destinies. You, too, have this power. Your life today is a reflection of the thoughts you entertained yesterday, and your future will be shaped by the thoughts you choose today. So take control. Fill your mind with belief, with purpose, with unstoppable determination. When you do this, success becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Success belongs to those who act. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who remain stuck in mediocrity is the speed and decisiveness with which they make decisions. The world does not reward hesitation, it rewards action. Every breakthrough, every empire, every fortune ever built was the result of someone who made a decision and took immediate, unwavering action to see it through. Think about it. How many brilliant ideas have been lost because someone hesitated? How many opportunities have slipped away because of doubt, fear, or overanalysis? The greatest enemy of success is indecision. It paralyzes the mind, steals momentum, and allows opportunities to pass by unnoticed. History proves this truth time and time again. Henry Ford decided to build an affordable automobile for the masses when others said it was impossible. He did not wait for permission. He did not ask whether the timing was perfect. He made a decision and acted quickly. As a result, he revolutionized transportation and built an empire. Napoleon Bonaparte, one of the most formidable military leaders in history, was known for making decisions with lightning speed. He understood that hesitation on the battlefield meant the difference between victory and defeat. Likewise, in life, hesitation allows fear and doubt to creep in, robbing you of the courage to act. Many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect conditions. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is right now. Successful people do not wait for certainty. They make decisions with the information they have and trust their ability to adjust as they move forward. You must develop the habit of quick and firm decision-making. Train yourself to act on your instincts, to move forward with confidence, and to commit fully to your choices. When you decide on a goal, do not allow yourself the luxury of endless deliberation. Set a deadline, gather the necessary information, and make a choice. Once you make a decision, do not waver. Do not waste energy questioning yourself, second-guessing, or wondering, what if? Commit fully, put in the work, and trust that you have made the right choice. Success comes to those who decide and act, not to those who hesitate and analyze until the opportunity is gone. Your ability to make decisions quickly and take immediate action is one of the greatest determining factors in your success. The world belongs to those who move fast, take bold action, and never look back. Be one of those people. Decide, act, succeed. The secret to success, wealth, and personal fulfillment lies in a simple but powerful principle. Always do more than what is expected. The world does not reward those who do the bare minimum. It rewards those who go above and beyond, who exceed expectations, and who consistently deliver more than they are paid for. This principle is the foundation of greatness, the secret weapon of the most successful individuals throughout history. Think about the people who rise to the top in any field. They are not the ones who simply do what is required. They are the ones who take it upon themselves to add more value, work harder, stay later, learn more, and serve with greater enthusiasm. They push past the boundaries of mediocrity and commit themselves to excellence in everything they do. When you go the extra mile, you distinguish yourself from the masses. Employers take notice. Customers remember you. Partners and investors trust you. Opportunities begin to flow in your direction because the world is always looking for people who are willing to give more than they take. Imagine two employees at the same company. One does exactly what is in their job description. Nothing more, nothing less. They work their hours, complete their tasks, and go home. The other, however, takes every project as an opportunity to excel. They look for ways to improve systems, offer ideas, support their team, and contribute beyond what is expected. Who do you think gets promoted? Who do you think is noticed by leadership and offered better opportunities? The same principle applies in business. Think of the entrepreneurs who build loyal customer bases. Amazon, Apple, Tesla. They don't just provide products, they provide exceptional experiences. They innovate, refine, and exceed expectations at every turn. This is why they dominate their industries. Going the extra mile does not mean working yourself into exhaustion or doing things for free with no strategy. It means adopting a mindset of excellence, service, and value creation. It means refusing to settle for good enough and instead striving for outstanding, remarkable, unforgettable. This principle also applies to personal relationships. If you want strong friendships, deep connections, and a powerful network, you must be the kind of person who gives first, who listens more, who cares deeply, and who is always willing to help without expecting something in return. This builds trust, loyalty, and lasting bonds that will serve you in ways you can't even imagine. The law of compensation states that you will always be rewarded in proportion to the value you provide. The more you give, the more you receive. The more effort you put in, the more rewards you attract. Life responds to those who go beyond expectations because they demonstrate a mindset of abundance, leadership, and dedication. So, wherever you are today, whatever you do, make a decision to go the extra mile. Do more than is asked, serve with enthusiasm, exceed expectations, and watch as the universe rewards you in ways you never thought possible. Success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who do more, give more, and become more. Faith is the foundation upon which all great achievements are built. It is the invisible force that drives men and women to push beyond limitations, to persist through hardships, and to reach levels of success that others consider impossible. Without faith, dreams remain mere fantasies. Without faith, ambition crumbles under the weight of doubt. Without faith, success is out of reach. Faith is not just a belief in something external. It is a deep, unshakable conviction in yourself, your purpose, and your ability to succeed. It is the certainty that no matter what obstacles arise, no matter how difficult the journey becomes, you will find a way to prevail. Those who achieve greatness are not the ones who never face challenges, but the ones who refuse to be broken by them. Look at the stories of history's most successful individuals and you will find one common thread. They had an unwavering belief in themselves long before the world believed in them. Thomas Edison conducted thousands of failed experiments before creating the light bulb, but he never wavered in his belief that he would succeed. Walt Disney was rejected countless times before he built his empire. Henry Ford was told he would never succeed in making an affordable automobile for the masses. But what did these individuals have? Faith. Faith is the antidote to fear. It silences doubt. It allows you to move forward even when the path is unclear. It is the inner voice that tells you, keep going, when the world tells you to quit. The moment you develop unwavering faith, your entire life transforms. You begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems, possibilities instead of limitations. But faith does not come automatically. It must be cultivated, strengthened, and protected. Just as a muscle grows stronger through constant use, your faith grows when you exercise it daily. You must feed your mind with positive thoughts, with affirmations, with a relentless belief in yourself and your vision. You must guard against negativity, against doubt, and against the voices of those who say, "It can't be done." Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who reinforce your faith rather than weaken it. Read the stories of those who have overcome the impossible. Remind yourself daily that you are capable, you are powerful, and you are destined for greatness. When setbacks occur, and they will, do not let them shake your belief. Instead, use them as stepping stones to make your faith even stronger. Faith is the force that bends reality in your favor. It is what turns dreams into tangible success. When you believe in yourself with absolute certainty, the world begins to conspire in your favor. Doors open that you never knew existed. People and opportunities align in ways that seem almost magical. But it is not magic. It is the power of unwavering faith. Decide today that you will never again let doubt control you. Make a commitment to believe in yourself so fiercely that nothing can shake your confidence. When you do this, success is no longer a possibility. It becomes an inevitability. Faith is the key. Hold on to it, and nothing will be beyond your reach. Discipline is the master key to success. It is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Without discipline, dreams remain dreams. Without discipline, goals are nothing more than wishes. Without discipline, talent is wasted, potential is squandered, and success remains out of reach. Those who rise to the top, whether in business, sports, or life, are not always the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest. They are the ones who have built unbreakable discipline, the ability to do what needs to be done even when they don't feel like doing it. Discipline is not about motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes, rising and falling like the waves of the ocean. But discipline is permanent. It is the ability to take action regardless of emotions. It is waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It is working on your craft when others are watching television. It is making the tough choices that will benefit you in the long run, even when the easier, more comfortable option is calling your name. The most successful people in the world understand that self-discipline is the price of freedom. A person who lacks discipline is controlled by impulses, distractions, and short-term desires. But a person who masters discipline controls their own destiny. They dictate their future rather than being a victim of circumstance. Think about it. Every great achievement in human history was built on discipline. Olympic athletes do not wake up one day and win gold medals. They train relentlessly every single day for years. Entrepreneurs do not build billion-dollar businesses overnight. They sacrifice comfort, work long hours, and stay committed even when no one believes in them. Writers do not create masterpieces in a single sitting. They write daily, refining their craft, pushing through writer's block, and staying committed to the process. Discipline is the habit of following through, of keeping promises to yourself. Every time you say you will do something and fail to do it, you weaken your own power. You teach yourself that your word does not matter. But every time you stay disciplined, you reinforce the idea that you are someone who does what they say they will do. How do you build unbreakable discipline? You start by mastering the small things. Wake up at the time you say you will wake up. Keep your workspace clean. Stick to your schedule. Exercise even when you don't feel like it. Finish what you start. When you master the small things, you build the strength to master the big things. Your business, your career, your financial future, your life. Eliminate excuses. Excuses are the enemies of discipline. The moment you allow yourself to make an excuse, you weaken your ability to stay committed. There is always a reason to procrastinate, to take it easy, to skip a task. But winners do not listen to excuses. They take action, no matter what. Discipline is also about focus. In a world filled with distractions, social media, entertainment, constant noise, you must train yourself to stay locked in on your goals. Time is the most valuable resource you have. How you spend it determines your future. Those who lack discipline waste time on meaningless activities. Those who are disciplined invest their time in growth, learning, and execution. The rewards of discipline are limitless. With discipline, you gain self-respect, confidence, and the ability to achieve any goal you set. You develop mental toughness, the ability to withstand setbacks and challenges without breaking. You become the kind of person that others admire, not because of what you say, but because of what you consistently do. Discipline is a choice. Every day you are either strengthening it or weakening it. Choose to strengthen it. Choose to commit. Choose to be the person who follows through, who takes action, who never quits. When you build unbreakable discipline, success is no longer a possibility. It is an inevitability. Persistence is the force that separates those who succeed from those who fail. It is the unwavering determination to keep going even when the odds are against you. It is the ability to rise after every fall, to push forward after every setback, and to refuse to quit when others surrender. Without persistence, even the most talented, intelligent, and ambitious people will fall short of their dreams. But with persistence, nothing is impossible. Every great success story is a story of persistence. Thomas Edison failed more than 10,000 times before perfecting the light bulb. Imagine if he had quit at failure number 9,999. The world would have remained in darkness. Abraham Lincoln faced defeat after defeat. He lost elections, failed in business, and suffered personal tragedies. But he never gave up, and eventually he became one of the greatest leaders in history. Henry Ford was told he would never succeed in making an affordable automobile, yet he persisted, revolutionizing the industry. The road to success is filled with obstacles, rejection, and moments of doubt. There will be days when nothing seems to work, when progress is slow, when it feels like the universe is testing your resolve. This is the moment when persistence matters most. Anyone can stay motivated when things are going well, but the true test of character, the defining trait of all great achievers, is the ability to keep going when everything seems to be against you. Most people quit too soon. They start a business, and when they don't see instant success, they give up. They set fitness goals, and after a few weeks of effort, they lose motivation and stop. They pursue dreams, but at the first sign of failure, they abandon them. This is why so few people achieve extraordinary success, because they lack persistence. Success is not about talent. It is not about luck. It is about who is willing to keep going the longest. The ones who refuse to quit, who keep knocking on doors, who keep refining their skills, who keep pushing forward, those are the ones who ultimately win. But persistence is not just about blindly pushing forward. It is about learning, adapting, and growing through each challenge. If something is not working, persistence does not mean repeating the same mistake. It means analyzing, adjusting, and coming back stronger. It means taking every failure as a lesson and using it to fuel your next attempt. How do you develop unstoppable persistence? Know your why. When your goal is deeply meaningful, when you have a powerful reason behind your actions, you will find the strength to keep going even when it gets tough. Find a reason so strong that quitting is not an option. Commit fully. Burn the bridges behind you. Decide that no matter what happens, you will see your goal through to the end. Half-hearted commitment leads to half-hearted results. Embrace failure as part of the process. Every failure is a stepping stone to success. Instead of fearing failure, welcome it. Learn from it. Use it to become stronger. Surround yourself with persistence-minded people. The people around you influence your mindset. If you spend time with quitters, you will become one. If you surround yourself with people who never give up, their mindset will rub off on you. Develop a never-quit mentality. Train your mind to see challenges as temporary. Repeat to yourself, "I do not quit. I persist until I succeed." Make persistence a core part of your identity. The most valuable rewards in life do not come easily. They require effort, resilience, and persistence. But those who have the courage to persist through every failure, every rejection, every hardship, are the ones who achieve greatness. The question is not whether you will face challenges. You will. The question is, will you persist when they come? Decide now. Commit fully. Refuse to quit. And watch as the power of persistence transform your life into something extraordinary. Your environment shapes you. The people you surround yourself with influence your mindset, your habits, your ambitions, and ultimately, your success. If you want to achieve greatness, you must surround yourself with winners, people who uplift, inspire, and challenge you to become the best version of yourself. Look around at your closest circle. Are they pushing you forward, or are they holding you back? Do they encourage growth, or do they encourage excuses? Do they celebrate success, or do they complain about how unfair life is? The answers to these questions will determine the course of your life. Winners think differently. They do not make excuses. They do not dwell on problems. They focus on solutions. They are constantly improving, constantly learning, constantly striving for more. When you surround yourself with these types of people, their energy rubs off on you. Their habits become your habits. Their mindset becomes your mindset. But the opposite is also true. If you spend time with people who are negative, lazy, or unmotivated, you will unconsciously adopt their ways of thinking. You will find yourself making excuses instead of taking action. You will find yourself settling for mediocrity instead of pushing for excellence. Your success is not just about what you do, it is about who you spend time with. Think about the most successful people in the world. They do not waste time with people who drag them down. They seek out mentors, business partners, and friends who push them forward. They associate with winners because they know that success is contagious. If you want to transform your life, start by evaluating your circle. Ask yourself these questions. Who inspires me to be better? Winners push each other to succeed. If your friends and colleagues are not inspiring you to grow, it may be time to find a new circle. Who challenges me? Growth comes from challenge. If you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. Surround yourself with people who are ahead of you, people who force you to level up. Who supports my vision? Winners support each other. They do not tear each other down. If the people around you mock your dreams or discourage your ambitions, it's time to distance yourself from them. Who am I learning from? The best way to grow is to learn from those who have already achieved what you desire. Find mentors. Read books, listen to successful people, absorb their wisdom and apply it to your own life. Who do I need to let go of? This is a tough question, but it is necessary. If there are people in your life who drain your energy, fill your mind with negativity, or hold you back from your goals, you must make a choice. You cannot fly if you are carrying unnecessary weight. Surrounding yourself with winners does not mean you must abandon old friends or cut off family members, but it does mean that you must be intentional about who you spend the most time with. Energy is powerful, and the energy you absorb from others directly impacts your success. If you do not currently have a circle of winners, create one. Seek out ambitious, positive, and driven people. Join mastermind groups, attend networking events, find a mentor, read the biographies of successful people, and immerse yourself in environments where winning is the standard. Success is not just about talent or intelligence. It is about positioning yourself in the right environment. Winners lift each other up. They challenge each other. They inspire each other to reach new heights. Surround yourself with these kinds of people, and your life will change in ways you never imagined. The truth is simple. You become who you surround yourself with. Choose wisely. Choose growth. Choose winners. And watch as your life transforms. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Every great achievement in history has been built on a foundation of failures. The only difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that successful people use failure as fuel, while others allow it to defeat them. When you experience failure, you are faced with a choice. Will you let it break you, or will you let it build you? The strongest, most successful individuals in the world are not those who never failed, but those who learn from every failure and use it to rise higher. Failure is a teacher. It reveals weaknesses you need to improve. It exposes flaws in your strategy. It forces you to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. If you never failed, you would never learn. If you never faced challenges, you would never develop the skills necessary to win. Look at the greatest inventors, entrepreneurs, and leaders in history. Every single one of them failed, many times. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Each failure brought him one step closer to his ultimate breakthrough. Steve Jobs was fired from the company he started, only to return years later and turn it into one of the most successful businesses in the world. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players in history, was cut from his high school team. Instead of giving up, he used that failure to fuel his relentless pursuit of greatness. The only true failure is quitting. The moment you stop trying, you guarantee that success will never come. But as long as you learn, adjust, and keep moving forward, every failure brings you closer to victory. So how do you turn failure into success? Embrace failure as a lesson, not a loss. Instead of seeing failure as something negative, see it as feedback. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What went wrong? How can I improve next time? Every failure contains a lesson that will make you stronger, if you are willing to look for it. Take responsibility. Do not blame others, circumstances, or luck. Own your failures. When you take full responsibility, you take control of your future. Analyze and adapt. Study what went wrong. Was it a lack of preparation, a poor strategy, the wrong mindset? Make adjustments and try again with greater wisdom. Develop resilience. The road to success is not easy. There will be setbacks. There will be disappointments. The key is to keep moving forward no matter what. The ones who win are the ones who refuse to quit. Stay confident in yourself. Failure does not define you. Your response to failure does. Even when things don't go as planned, remind yourself that you are capable, strong, and destined for greatness. Believe in yourself even when no one else does. Never make the same mistake twice. The only real failure is repeating the same mistake without learning from it. Use each experience to refine your approach and move forward with greater knowledge. Remember, failure is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. The bigger your dreams, the more failures you will encounter along the way. But every failure is a stepping stone leading you closer to your goal. The world does not remember those who gave up. The world remembers those who kept going despite their failures, who refused to quit, who used every setback as fuel to rise higher. Be that person. Learn from every failure. Grow stronger with every challenge, and keep moving forward until success is yours. Success does not come to those who wait. It does not come to those who overthink, hesitate, or endlessly plan without execution. Success belongs to those who take massive, relentless action right now. Too many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect set of circumstances, the perfect feeling of confidence before they begin. But here is the truth. There is no perfect moment. The only moment you have is right now, and what you do with this moment will determine your future. Massive action is the key to success in any area of life. It is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. Dreamers talk. Achievers act. Dreamers make plans. Achievers execute those plans with urgency and persistence. Dreamers hope for success. Achievers create success through bold, decisive action. If you want to change your life, you must stop waiting and start doing. There will never be a time when you feel 100% ready. There will never be a time when everything is lined up perfectly. The people who achieve great things are not the ones who had all the answers before they started. They are the ones who started and figured things out along the way. Success is a byproduct of action. You do not become great by thinking about it, reading about it, or talking about it. You become great by taking action. Massive, consistent, and determined action. So what does taking massive action mean? Move fast, fail fast, learn fast. Most people fail because they spend too much time analyzing, worrying, and waiting for certainty. Winners move quickly. They understand that failure is part of the journey, and they would rather fail fast and learn than never start at all. The more action you take, the more feedback you get, the faster you grow. Destroy procrastination. Procrastination is the silent killer of dreams. The longer you delay, the harder it becomes to take action. The cure for procrastination? Do something right now. Stop thinking about the perfect way to start. Just start. One small action will create momentum, and momentum leads to unstoppable progress. Be relentless. Massive action does not mean taking action once and stopping. It means attacking your goals with such intensity that nothing can stop you. It means refusing to be discouraged by setbacks. It means working harder, pushing further, and staying committed long after others have given up. Take 10x action. Most people do just enough to get by. They set small goals, take minimal action, and wonder why success never comes. If you want extraordinary results, you must take 10 times the action you think is necessary. If others make 5 sales calls a day, you make 50. If others write 1 chapter, you write 10. If others practice for an hour, you practice for 5. Success rewards those who go above and beyond. Eliminate excuses. Excuses are the enemy of action. There is always a reason to wait. Lack of time, lack of resources, fear of failure. But winners refuse to accept excuses. They focus on what they can do, not what they can't. They take control of their destiny instead of waiting for external circumstances to change. Do it now, not tomorrow. The greatest lie we tell ourselves is, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow turns into next week, next month, next year, until years pass and nothing changes. The only way to break this cycle is to act immediately. Whatever goal you have, take a step toward it right now. Even if it's small, do something. The power of action lies in its ability to create momentum. Commit to consistency. Massive action is not about short bursts of energy followed by periods of inaction. It's about showing up every day, putting in the work, and staying committed no matter what. Winners do not act only when they feel motivated. They act because they are disciplined and committed to their vision. Push past fear. Fear will always be there. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of making mistakes. But successful people take action despite fear. They understand that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward in spite of it. Measure progress and adjust. Taking massive action does not mean blindly working without strategy. It means acting, measuring results, learning from mistakes, and adjusting as necessary. Winners do not just work hard. They work smart. They analyze what is working, what is not, and constantly refine their approach. Surround yourself with action takers. Energy is contagious. If you are surrounded by people who make excuses and take little action, you will adopt the same habits. But if you surround yourself with doers, winners, and relentless achievers, their mindset will elevate your own. Find people who push you to take action every single day. The truth is simple. Action creates success. The more you do, the more you learn. The more you learn, the better you become. The better you become, the closer you get to your goals. Stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Stop overthinking. The moment you take action, massive, bold, decisive action, is the moment your life begins to change. Whatever you have been delaying, whatever goal you have been putting off, start right now. Do something. Move forward. Take massive action now. My friends, the only thing standing between you and the life you desire is the decision to commit. Commit to your goals, commit to taking action, and commit to never quitting. Follow these 10 rules, and you will transform your life beyond your wildest dreams. Go forward, take action, and claim your success. Thank you.